Good morning, students. As you all know that tomorrow you are going to have an online test on the topic of sentences. That's why, student, today I am going to give a detailed revision on this topic for your better performance in the exam. So let me start with the class. So, student, sentences means a combination or group of words to make a complete sense. Say for example, I love ice cream. So student, in order to form a meaningful and correct sentence, you must have followed a few rules. The first rule is subject and predicate. Your sentence should always have a subject and a predicate. So student, subject means the person who does the work in a sentence, and predicate means the rest of the part after subject. So the sentence must possess these two things. The number B is subject, verb and object. Subject I have already told you, the person who does the work. Verb means the doing word, and the rest of the part after subject and verb is our object. Then the next rule is logical order. It means student, the words should be arranged logically, otherwise it won't be a correct sentence. So here you can see an example, I ice cream love. It's a wrong sentence. But in number B, I love ice cream, it's a correct sentence because all the words here are arranged logically. Then student, we have 5 types of sentences. They are assertive, interrogative, imperative, optative and exclamatory. Now students, let us have a brief discussion on all these types of sentences. So student, a declarative sentence is a sentence that declares or states something and it ends with a full stop. Say for example, Reena sings well. Number B, the baby is crying. And student, declarative and assertive both are the same sentence. They provide the same meaning. Then student, we can divide the assertive sentence into two categories. They are affirmative or positive and negative sentences. So student, the example of an affirmative sentence will be I can sing, and the example of a negative sentence will be I can't sing. So it means student, an affirmative sentence always signify a sentence which refers to the answer yes, but a negative sentence means a no. And here you can see we have put not with the main verb. Now student, there are two rules to change the affirmative sentences into negative sentence, and they are, the first one is to put not after auxiliary verbs. So you can see the example is given, I will go to school tomorrow. So student, here our auxiliary verb is the will. So that's why if you want to change this affirmative sentence into negative, so we have to put a not with it. That's why the answer has become I will not or I won't go to school tomorrow. Then the next rule is to put do or does. Do, does or did, this is wrong, the in should not be here, okay. To put do, does or did plus not in the sentences. So student, if there is no auxiliary verb in a sentence, so we have to put do, does or did according to the main verb of the sentence. Now example A is Rita goes to market. Here you can see the main verb is go, with which an es has been put. That's why we will put does with it. Ria doesn't go to market. Then I go to market. Here the main verb is go, with which and it is given in a present tense. That's why we will put don't here. I don't go to market. And the last one is I went to market. It is given in the past tense. That's why we put did with it. So your answer has become I did not go to the market. Now student, the next topic is interrogative sentence. So the sentences that ask questions and ends with question mark are called interrogative sentence. Say for example, what are you doing? And B, are you well? And student, after that there was a topic of transformation of assertive sentences into interrogatives. So student, the first example, please have a look at this. Ram is watching TV. So student, this sentence is given in affirmative form. So whenever you get an affirmative sentence, first of all your work is to transform into a negative one. That's why our answer has become Ram is not watching a TV. And after that you have to put this is not means main verb. You have to take it to the initial position of the sentence. Now your answer has become isn't Ram watching TV? And at last the question mark. In this form you can change the affirmative into a an assertive sentence into an interrogative sentence. But student, if the sentence is in negative, like this one, Shilpa is not at home right now. In such a case, first of all you have to change the negative sentence into an affirmative like this. Shilpa is at home right now means you have to eliminate. You have to eliminate this not from here. Then after it you have to take the be verb to the initial position of the sentence and put question mark at the end. Now your answer has become is Shilpa at home right now? So student, the main rules to change the affirmative into interrogative and interrogative into the affirmative. So first of all you have to change the affirmative sentence into a negative sentence, then to an interrogative sentence. And if the negative sentence is there, then you have to change it into an affirmative sentence and then at last into an interrogative sentence. So student, I hope you have understood this. Now the next topic is imperative sentence. So students, the sentences that conveys an advice, command or request are called imperative sentence. Say for example, shut the front door. Number B, don't run in the sun. Number C, please bring a glass of juice for the aunt. So student, here you can see number A, shut the front door. It conveys a command. Then don't run in the sun, it's an advice. And the last one, please bring a glass of juice for aunt, it's a request. That's why they are called imperative sentence. Now the next kind of sentence is, it is called optative sentence. So students, the sentences that expresses a prayer, blessing, wish or curse are called optative sentence. Say for example, may you be happy. And most of the time an optative sentence has may or wish in the initial position mainly. Now student, this is the last type of sentence, which is exclamatory sentence. So students, the sentences which makes a statement that conveys string of emotion or excitement are called exclamatory sentences. Say for example, hooray, holidays have started. Number B, Alice, he has gone. And number C, wow, look at this beautiful scenery. So student, if you follow these sentences, you can find that all these sentences, they just conveying a burst of emotions. The first sentence, it is it is conveying the emotion of joy. The second one is sorrow or sadness, and the last one is excitement, like this. So the sentences which conveys that much of emotion or excitement are called exclamatory sentence. And then another thing is that you can see that all the sentences, they end with exclamatory sign, It means that student, for an exclamatory sentence, the exclamation mark is very important. Without it, you cannot have an exclamatory sentence like the interrogative one. In interrogative sentence, question mark is necessary. So interrogative and exclamatory, you can identify both the sentence just after looking at it. You don't have to go to the meaning of the sentence, but you have to go through the meaning which has been conveying through the sentences in terms of finding out of assertive, optative and imperative sentence. So students, with it we have finished our revision on sentences, and I hope that you all have well understood this and you have no doubts regarding these topics that we have discussed today. But student, still if you have any kind of doubts here, you may ask me in the comment section below. So student, thank you so much for today and wish you all the best for tomorrow's exam.